what does it mean I mean, what did you learn?
People don't know what Colombians look like. They really have no understanding. Going there, I didn't realize until we actually got there and looked around and was just like, I couldn't even put together words of the types of people that are there because there's such a variation, and I thought that was so crazy. I was not expecting that at all. When I think of Colombians, my original thought was more of Spanish descent. And going to that history museum and going and walking around and seeing them and hearing them talk, so it's nothing like I originally thought.
What makes up a Colombian culture?
Spaniards, Indians.
What are the groups that came to Colombia?
So Spaniards, Indians, and Africans. But it's not the Africans like the American Africans that you would think like black people. It's Africans who are Caribbean. They're islanders. And Colombians are considered Caribe Colombians. So...
especially on the coast.
Yeah. Like in Barranquilla and Santa Marta. So, yeah, they're not Mexicans.
So growing up,
and they're not Hispanic.
You didn't have any Costa Rican, Colombians around. Who did you identify with growing up? Like, you told, well, first, where do people think you're from?
I've gotten everything. Usually it's Hawaiians. They look at my curly hair and my brown skin and they automatically think I'm Hawaiian. Or I've gotten Mexican. I've gotten Mexicans. I've gotten Asian. I've gotten Brazilian. Puerto Rican. They don't know. They have no idea. I didn't have any idea until we got there and I saw light-skinned people and then I saw black, super dark people. I didn't see a whole lot of people with my curly hair. Most of the Colombians have really straight black hair, but it could be because they straighten it. They do dye the heck. Did you notice that there was a lot of women with dyed-colored hair? A lot of them have dyed hair. And it wasn't at all what I expected. What did you think?
About the mix, I just thought, it was really diverse. I saw all kinds of different people, and I don't know if I threw up 100. You could throw up 100 different pictures of people from Colombia and ask people where you think these people are from, and probably people would be very confused and not realize that they're all from Colombia. Right. And Colombian women are not skinny. They're not the American standard, size 2, thin, no booty. Colombians have booty. They have hourglass figure. They have big thighs. And I spent my whole life trying to figure out why I wasn't a size 2. I told you about my friend he's black, but he looks mixed, but he is 100% black. The first time, it was probably like 4 years ago, he pulled out a magazine and it was sitting on his table, and it was ebony. And I started flipping through it, and I'm like, oh my gosh, every single woman on here has big thighs, a big butt. And I was looking at him, he goes, "You've never seen this magazine before?" No. And then I thought about it when I left, and I thought, I grew up, 17 magazine, Cosmo, and it's nothing but white women in there. So that's what I was comparing myself to. And I know with Amara now, I tell her, I'm like, you will never be a size 2. She went from her little kid's size, and now she's a size 4. And she'll never be a size 2. She's big thighs. She's going to have a little booty on her, and it's all good. But for me, that was very difficult. Very difficult. Always trying to lose weight, always on a diet in junior high and high school was always an issue. Well, what does it mean seeing so many people who have similar skin, similar...
It's amazing. For the first time in my life, I blended in. I didn't stand out. There weren't people staring at me or asking me where I'm from or wanting to touch my hair or asking me if I had extensions in my hair, or I just blended in.
What's it like?
It was good. It was really good. It was different. I don't know. It was comfortable. Yeah, I would definitely go back. I plan on going back, but it's so weird. Like at one point when we were crossing the street, I was looking around and I thought, for the first time in what, 36, in 36 years since I can remember, I felt like I just blended in. And I've never felt like that. Even in high school, I had a bunch of friends who were brown, but I still didn't fit in. I always stood out. I always looked different than everybody else because everybody was Mexican or they were of Hispanic descent, whereas now I've learned mine is Spaniard and Indian and African. But yeah, it was overall it was a very good experience that I think ultimately changed my understanding of where I come from, who I am, what I'm made up of, and opened up a big, like, I don't even know, it's not a door because it's bigger than a door, but it's like a wall of opportunity to try and figure out more. There's more to this story than what I've been told. And I think that's where I'm at is I need more information.